An East Bay rapper killed over the weekend.
Tan posted on Instagram just before the shooting.
Here, I got Granny in the cut, no way with it.
Woman shot dead in broad daylight.
Yeah, everybody ducked and hide behind the cars and stuff.
Witnesses to the shooting say they were here inside the store. They heard yelling, an altercation outside, and then shots fired.
Performing there, and this guy with the hoodie just walks in through that gate and just started shooting.
Off-camera witnesses said that Tanda God collapsed outside this gate on the sidewalk, that a gunman took off running.
An East Bay rapper killed by gun violence in Oakland over the weekend was believed to be targeted per the streets of Oakland. The rapper's name was Tanda God, an Oakland artist with more...
Hey, you seen that sidewalk? They said she collapsed that, bruh. That's the same sidewalk I walked up to go get. It wasn't no blood on that sidewalk when I came. She wasn't laid out there, and I had showed up, bro. I hear the gunshots, so I'm pulling up as the shit fake going down. I ain't see nothing, but I ain't see nothing. That's my whole point. I ain't see her on the ground. I seen some bullet holes in the Tesla, shit like that, but I ain't see no blood, no body, and barely seen the ambulance, bro. I don't know if they pulled up, got her in, but long story short, blood, who was responsible, right, for this shit or whatever, and they saying, get this, bro, they saying it was self-defense. He out of jail, though. We got a video coming up. Stay tuned, bro. I got the video this time. Yeah.
More than 20,000 followers on Instagram. People that were close to Tan said that she was focused on her music.
The victim is known as Tanda God, a rapper with more than 20,000 followers on Instagram and a bright future ahead of her. According to the people who knew her, they say the young entrepreneur and music artist was passionate about her music, and they never saw this coming.
However, in an unfortunate turn of events, Tan will be shot and murdered in broad daylight. All hell will break loose on the streets as people duck and hid behind cars during the shooting.
I just saw 2 or 3 people would start running into my store and they're shooting, and people started pulling out of the parking lot and people were just running around. And as soon as I stepped outside, the cops were pretty much already here.
What was supposed to be a meet and greet celebration for the grand opening of Glamour Beauty Supply on Telegraph Avenue would instead turn out to be the day of Tan's murder. These are the details of what took place before.
See, you heard the store man, right? How he say soon as he step out the building, the police was already there. And that's kind of how it was. They was taping the scene off and shit, right? But I didn't, the ambulance, if you in danger, though, they is going to pull up and put you in there fast and skirt off, whatever. I don't know, but it just seemed like everything happened hella fast, bro.
During and after the murder of Tanda God. Born in 1997, Aliana Green was raised in Oakland, California. Having always been known as a tomboy, Aliana developed a passion for music at a young age. Going by the moniker Tanda God, Aliana started her rap journey by writing poetry and making music. Initially calling herself the GOAT, Aliana would ride with Tanda God, symbolizing the divinity that she believed in. It wouldn't be long before Tanda God's blend of R&B, hip-hop, and soulful grooves gained her a loyal following in the Bay Area. Before her untimely demise, Tanda God has started making a name for herself with popular music videos like Mac and Cheese and Tanland. Per Tanda God, her music often spoke about her struggles and triumphs, aiming to inspire and empower her fans. Not to go without controversy, Tanda God was known to have been in a publicly displayed abusive relationship with her ex-boyfriend. In 2023, Tan's ex-boyfriend was shot and killed. Allegations will swiftly shift to Tan due to her music and videos. In braggadocio manner, Tan released a series of music videos dedicated to her ex entitled "He Say I'm Cold," "Fuck That," "That's My Ex-Pack," and "I Need Therapy," all followed up by a short film in December of 2023. In addition, Tan even included her ex-boyfriend on the album cover, further clarifying that the music was about his demise. In a podcast episode with Kid L, Tan promoted her upcoming music video, stating that the lyrics "Smoking on My Ex" specified that he didn't exist anymore. When asked if she had been in an abusive relationship, Tan would reply, and I quote, "Yes, like you ain't got no choice. Sometimes you really don't have a choice. Like I know females that never..."
Bro, ain't it crazy how it's still like hella fake details surrounding a little situation with her, she never killed her ex. It was some she took a story that really actually happened in a town or whatever, and she kind of put her spin on it, but that shit really never happened, bro. You know what I'm talking about?
Never had a choice. They were just popping up and threatening the whole family. It was this statement that would indicate that Tan protected herself and her loved ones from threats she allegedly had received from her ex. Tan would further go on to say, "You gotta get them before they get you." What's even wilder is that Tan confessed that she no longer wanted to be played and hated the idea of putting her life at risk. Thus, she took a step before the step was taken on her. Moreover, Tan would make confessing remarks that didn't uncover the mystery, but rather made things more complicated about the extent of her self-defense. Despite all the references, one thing is for sure, Tan has been quite vocal about the abuse, talking about it in every single interview she has ever done. In an unfortunate turn of events, Tanda God was brutally murdered during a meet and greet for the grand opening of a local beauty supply store on 40th Street and Telegraph Avenue. Witnesses say a group of around 6 men wearing masks approached Tan outside the store and began arguing. Shots would be fired, hitting and killing Tan.
At 5 o'clock, a shooter showed up at the store. Witnesses to the shooting say they were here inside the store. They heard yelling, an altercation outside, and then shots fired.
This guy with the hoodie came by and started shooting. And that was it. And he just ran away. The police came.
The building across the street got hit like 5 times, shattering windows.
Across the street there are...
Now that's the crazy part, right? See them apartments right there? I was parked, see this white car? I was parked right there. I'm gonna have a picture, right? But it was, them windows across the street did get shot out a little bit or whatever. How you think somebody had a switch, bro? But the thing is, right? Remember I told you they said it was self-defense or whatever? How is it self-defense if blood came through squeezing first? You know what I'm talking about? But they say she came through squeezing first. I don't know.
Are bullet holes and shattered glass. Some witnesses hid inside an adjacent donut shop until the coast was clear.
During the shooting, more than 20 shots were fired, hitting another victim that was shot in the leg, resulting in them being in stable condition.
Oakland police said paramedics arrived and Tanda God was transported to the hospital where she later died. Oakland police said a second gunshot victim showed up at a local emergency room in stable condition.
There were no words or any suspect descriptions after the shooting. Law enforcement reported that there was still an ongoing investigation.
An East Bay rapper killed over the weekend, and her friends say she was shot while attending an event at a beauty shop in Oakland. New at 6, KTVU's Crystal Bailey joins us now with more details on her life and what led up to that shooting. Crystal?
Well, the victim is known as Tanda God, a rapper with more than 20,000 followers on Instagram and a bright future ahead of her. According to the people who knew her, they say the young entrepreneur and music artist was passionate about her music, and they never saw this coming.
A woman shot dead in broad daylight.
Yeah, everybody talked and hide behind the cars and stuff.
It was supposed to be a celebration. Glamour Beauty Supply on Telegraph in Oakland was hosting a grand opening on Saturday. The historic beauty shop closed back in May but was under new ownership. Friends identified the woman killed as Aliana Green, known as Oakland rapper Tanda God. The new owner of the shop, who declined an interview, says he invited the well-known Oakland rapper to the event because she was a supporter of Black-owned businesses. businesses. This is video from her Instagram. She was promoting the grand opening and having a meet and greet with fans.
She was performing there, and this guy with the hoodie just walks in through that gate and just started shooting.
I hear some shots, right? So the shots I thought was just part of like the music, the performance, and then I heard like 3 really loud shots.
Vincent, who works the donut shop next door, says people came into his shop for cover from the gunfire.
Now that's some crazy shit, bro. Cause remember they was saying that this was her hair salon or whatever. How you? So that's like how niggas got the drop or knew she was gonna be there or whatever. How you whole time she got invited there. This shit starting to look like a setup, bro. You know what I'm talking about? But I don't know, let me keep it lit.
Police are tight-lipped about what led to the shooting, but friends of the rapper, who were too scared to speak on camera, tell us they think she was targeted, and witnesses agree.
He was targeting her only. I saw it, like, he wasn't, like, shooting at, like, everybody. He was just shooting at her.
I think the rapper was, like, screaming, I'm hit, and she was just laying on the ground until the medics came.
Police say a second person was also shot, but survived. A friend of the rapper, Ernest Holloway, who's seen here in this video with her, says she will be missed in the local music community.
She was very passionate, like just very driven to be successful at what she did.
Rapper Mr. Fab declined an interview, but says she was like a little sister to him. He posted on Instagram he will always remember her as a hustling go-getter with a world of ambition, drive, and courage, and a heart big as Texas. He says he was planning to attend the same event, but says God had other plans.
Now that's even more crazy, bro. They say, you heard, bro, he say dude was chasing her around and still got off on self-defense. Like, this is strange shit, bro. I ain't saying I want the nigga to go down or nothing. I'm just saying, like, it just, the story don't match up. Like, with the, you know what I'm talking about? The final story compared to the first story, bro. Don't match up. Let's keep it.
Meanwhile, the business owners in the strip mall are hoping gun violence does not hit so close to home again.
I'm concerned about the safety of our customers. If they don't feel safe, you know, they won't come into the shop anymore, and that's kind of like bad for business as well. So, and this is a mom and pop shop.
Now, Oakland police say they are investigating the circumstances around the shooting. They're asking anyone with information to call them.
A local female rapper was killed in a shooting in Oakland. This was Saturday during the grand opening of a beauty store. Another person was injured. Police are still trying to find the shooter. KRON 4's Sarah Stinson has that story.
Family and friends gathered outside Glamour Beauty Supply in Oakland Sunday, many in tears as they paid tribute to local female rapper and entrepreneur Tanda God. They confirmed to KRON 4 she was shot and killed at a grand opening event for the beauty store Saturday. Tan posted on...
So speaking of blood, right, who the shooter, alleged shooter, whatever, we don't really know what went on, but this blood that they said, you know, they arrested, had him up against the charges, whatever, he out, bro.
In that case is on, Osama was released from prison today. Now, if you're unfamiliar with Osama, he's the one who allegedly sent Tanda God to her maker. The next time he ended up being the case, is based off self-defense. They say Tanda God shot first, and he returned fire. So with no further delay, we're gonna go right ahead and jump into the video. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel.
If you really getting tricked, pants tight as hell, but I still got my jeans on my... Okay, yeah, here we go. Alright. Pants tight as hell, but I still got my jeans on my dick. They like what the fuck he told when he shoot, they do the splits. BTA tall lives, they keep on acting like they rich. If they whip, Brody chopped around, but I peep through the tent. Cartoon official, but we still gon' be in. We don't give a shit. Call baby luck like what you want for them. He just tryna blink. Striker hot as hell, but we ain't paranoid. We tryna fish. Ain't got no pole.
I know he used to be out that thing back at the streets, fool. Yeah, man. This shit was like some, you know, some crazy turn of events, to say the least. Like, the shit just kind of like, really just, I don't know, like, it's just hella, it seemed like it's hella missing details or whatever. How you feel me? Bruh, rest in peace to her once again. 10, you know what I'm saying? Condolences, bruh, to bruh, feel me? You know, I fuck with bruh. I'll be tapped in with blood or whatever. But yeah, man, this shit kind of like some crazy shit, like some strange details, strange outcome, strange, right? Strange, bro. Just shit, just strange. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, y'all niggas, let me know what y'all think. We on to the next one, man. We on to the next one.
Now and not later, huh? Say, oh, you can't playing with that paper, huh? Nigga need that yaper, need it now and not later, huh? Say, oh, I can't playing with that paper, huh? Nigga need that yaper, need it now and not later, huh? Say, oh, you can't playing with that paper, huh? gator, ho, don't play.